if I had not worked with Mark, I would have lost my home or had been forced to file bankruptcy. We had a reverse mortgage. I was a non-signing, non-borrowing spouse on the mortgage. My husband passed away. The note was called due. I had to go through probate and had to get my loan taken care of immediately. So I was referred to Mark by my attorney, and Mark was able to get me a reverse mortgage. At the other moment, my credit wasn't the best. He was able to work with me, walk with me through that whole process, and help me to save my home. That was very stressful. It was about how could I keep my home. I knew I had to go through the probate process, but as you may know, that takes a while. And so while I was going through that, the lenders were on the original reverse were calling the note due. And we actually got to a point, it was very stressful because we actually got to a point where I had, a trustee notice and eventually a trustee sale on the property. Mark was very understanding. He was helpful. And the thing that really impressed me most was he was so knowledgeable. And when I had to have the house appraised, he gave me tips on what I needed to do. And when the appraiser came back and gave me work to do that I had to do, Mark was able to refer me to folks to get that work done for me. And every hiccup he had a solution for. So I hadn't filed my 2020 taxes. He told me I needed to get that done. My tax person couldn't get me a date close enough to getting those done. So Mark suggested that I go to a local H&R Block. It was something that I hadn't thought of. For anything that I hadn't thought of, he had solutions for me. Things worked out well. I was able to, when we got a snag with the house being able to, we actually had a sale date, and my only solution was to file bankruptcy and to be able to save my home. And Mark was able to call the lender. They happened to be in the same association and get me extended time for that. And that was really helpful. And things worked out well. As a result, my loan was done, and everything worked out fine. What I learned from the process was the ability to have a knowledgeable professional working with you on a mortgage.